Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called The Scott Fenwick Diaries by Kristen Nilsson. This is the story of Millie, who's in 7th grade, and even though she's had a celebrity crush for a long time, she's finally experiencing what it's like to have a crush on someone she actually knows, and it's throwing everything in her life sideways. She is focusing so much on Scott Fenwick, this boy who sits nearby her in her social studies class, that she is losing track of other things. And when she has to support her aging relatives or be part of her family or hang out with her friends, her mind is often also on Scott Fenwick. But as she's going through this tumult of feelings and emotions, she's also seeing that friendship is just as important, if not more so, than this crush that's happening. And with her stalwart best friend by her side, she is able to better navigate all of the things that are happening around her. And while it is fun to have a crush, sometimes it's even more important to realize who's there for you no matter what. This really fun and charming and quirky story is great for anyone who has ever identified as a 7th grade girl. There are so many feelings and thoughts and emotions woven into this storytelling, especially because it's told in the first person from Millie's perspective. So as you're going through the book, you get firsthand accounts of everything she's feeling all the time, in addition to the silly and often unusually fun dialogue between her and the other characters. So as you're going through the story, you feel a lot of the things that Millie's feeling, a lot of the uncertainty around Scott Fenwick. Does he really like her? What does this mean? What are they going to do? And often they're engaging more through text messages than in real life. And so anyone who's gone through that kind of experience will empathize and understand Millie's feelings as she goes through the book. It is written in a way that is very conversational. It moves quickly thanks to not only the way that it's written, but also the content of the book. And each chapter is fairly short, so definitely appealing to those readers who like to have a story that's pretty fast moving. Even though it is pretty long as in appearance, there's a fair amount of white space, a lot of dialogue, and some poetry as you're going through the book as well. So you have a lot of things to kind of break up the narrative and keep the momentum of the story moving forward. It's a really charming story of kind of coming of age, finding where you are in relation to the world, whether it's through a crush or through friendship, and it's all told through the lens of a really enjoyable and recognizable character. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look for it wherever you get your books.